Hi there, this is Lynn. Just checking in with you for a little bit. I was having some thoughts. Isn't that a novel idea? Yeah, I was having some thoughts about things, that we do in our lives that get in our way. And one of the things that keeps coming up for me as I'm coaching and talking to people is the fact that we don't dream. We lose our dreams. And usually we do that, we get to that point because we've made some mistakes, as we had maybe dreams in our past, and we made some decisions and choices, and we made some mistakes, and then we start losing confidence and things don't work, and we start to go back to the whole point of maybe I'll just settle and get and just be, and maybe even not even just be, but just exist. And then when we get into our 40s and 50s, we suddenly wake up one day and realize my whole life's gone by. What have I done? I haven't, I'm not happy. I'm miserable. Why am I so miserable? And you know the story. We all go through it. But it reminded me of something that happened with my son when he was a kid. Basically, he wanted, the story was he wanted to play guitar. He wanted to learn how to play guitar. And I guess he was maybe 9 or 10. And so I hired a teacher to teach him how to play guitar. He took one lesson and then said, I don't want to take any more lessons. And I said, well, why? I thought you wanted to learn how to play the guitar. Well, I can't play as well as my teacher does, so I don't want to play. I said, but the whole point of taking the lessons is to learn how. If you could play as well as your teacher could, you wouldn't need any lessons. Didn't matter. He was discouraged. He was mad and wouldn't take any more lessons. Consequently, he never got a chance to learn how to play the guitar. And as I've been working in some of my with some of my team members in DS Domination, I noticed the same thing with them too. And these are adults. I mean, he was a kid. You kind of could understand his lack of understanding. But what I'm learning as I work with more people and help them to overcome their challenges is we do the same things as adults. If we try something and it doesn't work the first time or two, we get discouraged, we throw up our hands. Oh, I don't want to do that. That doesn't work. I don't know how to do it perfectly. I can't do it as good as he can, or I'm not as great as she is, or I don't know this. And then we give up. And every time we do that, we take ourselves down a notch. We throw away another dream. We lose confidence. We lose self-esteem. And then when we're 40, 50, 60 years old, we look back and say, wow, all those opportunities I had, I threw away, and I just wasted my life, and I'm miserable, and what can I do now? Well, number one, you can still dream. Les Brown, the well-known public speaker, says, you're never too old to set a new goal or dream a new dream. So remember that. I don't care how old you are, you can dream a new dream. I am going to tell the world right now, I am 63 years old. Well, I will be 63 in November. And I'm proud of it because I've had a lot of dreams come true in my life. And I've made a whole bunch of really, phenomenal mistakes and some catastrophic mistakes. I'm coming out of several big mistakes I made in the early 2000s. They were good intentions, but because of timing, turned out to be mistakes. But they weren't, I don't look at them as mistakes because out of that came some incredible life experience, which has created the woman I am now. It's made me stronger, made me more confident, made me realize that nothing in the world can overcome me, and that I'm capable of doing anything I can put my mind to. Anything I can believe I can achieve. And so I'm here to tell you, the one thing you want to do if you want to start turning things around is dream again. That's the one thing that we were born with. We come into the world as children. We have all these great aspirations. We daydream. And by the time we're in high school, we've lost a lot of that, basically because of conditioning. And then as we become adults and we make mistakes, we condition ourselves to believe that we can't do it. And so on and so on. So I want to tell you right now, the goal that you should set for yourself starting now is, I want to create some new dreams because I'm bigger, better, older, stronger. And now I know that I can do it if I just decide to do it and don't give up. Okay. That's kind of like all over the place but it's random thoughts in my mind that I wanted to to share with you, because some of you guys are out there right now wondering, what am I going to do next? I'm so frustrated and life's not working. Well, start with dreaming. Daydream. Give yourself about 3 minutes a day to just sit and let your imagination run wild. After all, that's what Walt Disney did, and look what he created. What would we be without Disneyland? Everybody fantasizes about Disneyland, Disney World. All over the world, people love the idea of Disneyland, kids and adults alike. And what would we be, where would the world be without movies like Frozen and Snow White and Cinderella, all of those wonderful animated films that came out of his dream and his vision. So anyway, think about that and start daydreaming. 3 minutes a day for 30 days and watch what happens. Signing out.